oily haired Stella is back. And you know what that means. Yeah, I'm gonna... So, okay, look at these roots. Can you even see these roots? Do you even... Yeah, okay, so I have some pretty bad roots, and as usual, I am sick to the stomach of my hair color. Honestly, like, okay, so I did a pretty big change last week when I decided to chop it about 4 or 5 inches off of length. I always think that a haircut should also be combined with a hair change, or a bit, or like at least like a hair freshen up. Yeah, I'm going to be changing it up a teensy tiny bit as usual on my roots. I'm actually going to go darker. Last time I used kind of a coffee color on my roots, pretty dark but not dark enough. So I'm going in with NIKA, that's the brand, 3.7, which is literally just dark brown or natural brown. So there's that. I'm going to be mixing that in with a tiny bit of Bez, that's the other brand. 4.6, anything that ends in 0.6 usually means red. This is just deep red brown. I'm going to be, you know, mainly it's going to be 3.7, but I'm going to add like maybe 10 grams of this just to add a hint, of red. I'm going to just apply that onto my roots. Let that develop for the full 40-45 minutes, wash it off, and then obviously I'm not going to leave this like this. The ends are looking pretty ratchet, pretty nasty. I mean, there's still a hint of pink, but it's almost like way too many colors. So today I'm going to be using blue black dye, which is 1.9, and this is permanent, by the way, so if you leave it on for literally the amount of time that it needs to, it's gonna come blue black. But I'm gonna mix this with a bit of the, again, 4.6, so I get kind of like a lavender blue kind of a tone, and also with an F11, which is a silver pigment. Again, those will be mixed with 20 volume developer. Without further ado, let's get started with the dyeing process. About 40 grams of 3.7 right here, about 10 to 15 grams of 4.6, and now I'm going to add an equal amount of 20 volume developer with it, mix it up, apply it. This is probably one of the ugliest dye mixtures I've ever had to mix up in my life. That looks disgusting. So I have just washed my hair, washed out the dye. It's been 45 minutes. I just shampooed it twice, but I avoided the conditioner, so currently this is just shampooed. And that is because conditioner closes up the hair cuticle, and since I'm going in with a toner, again, it would be harder for the dye to penetrate. Here is how I'm mixing up the toner. I added about maybe 15 grams of the 1.9, which is the blue black dye. I added about an equal amount of the gray, so F11, which is the silver, and that is because I want to further enhance the cool. I kind of want kind of like a lavender twist to it, or like a kind of purple vibe. I kind of added like maybe 3-4 grams of 4.6, which is the reddy purpley color. 3 times the amount of that in 20 volume developer. So basically I'm looking for a very liquidy consistency when it comes to the dye, so I'm just gonna mix that up real quick. So this is basically what I'm going for. It's kind of super liquidy. And now I'm just going to really apply it really quickly, leave it on for exactly 5 minutes and wash it off immediately. green. So the root color turned out amazing. There is just a hint of red, but otherwise it is pretty damn dark, which I'm liking. I'm really liking the color. I feel like it contrasts very nicely with my eyes. I added the toner and it turned out exactly how I wanted it. It's got very much kind of a cool, frosty, purple lavender tone to it. It's incredibly amazing. I love it. Okay, so here is the completely finished look. So yeah, I'm going to be listing all the color details down below. I do hope you give this a go. It's very fun. It's very chic. I find it's very... even just the color looks insane. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll give it a go. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!